Welcome back, guys. In this video we're going to talk about the danger of astrology, tarot, all these fortune telling things that a lot of people enjoy, that a lot of people are hooked on, and that we all have an innate curiosity to explore, to understand how it works, why it works, and really how can it really predict our life, our future, and so on. And I want to tell you straight away that I no longer believe in tarot cards, astrology, numerology, all these things. I understand that there's some people out there who are extremely good, who are extremely talented, who have an ability to read people's energy, to connect, and to really offer guidance or information from that space. Yeah, I understand that. But for a majority, I think they're full of shit. And I think they have no idea what they talk about. Everybody these days on freaking YouTube is a tarot reader or a guide or some kind of crap like this. And so you have to really beware, because they just put some card on the table and they talk about stuff and they have no idea of how dangerous the word they use can be for you. Because the challenge here is this: when you listen to this type of messages, the main challenge is this, is the power you give to the message you receive. Whether it's the astrology, the tarot, the this, the that, doesn't matter what it is, right? The moment you give a sense of authority to someone over the information, over the question, over the thing they give you, now the suggestibility of that information is so much stronger, so it goes straight into your subconscious mind. It's like when you go to see a doctor, right, and they tell you this is what you have, this is your condition. You never second guess them, you never ask questions for most people, right? So same when you go to the mechanic, you simply believe them because they're the expert, they're the one who know, right? So we tend to blindly believe, and it's dangerous because not only we give them the power instead of believing in our own creative power, in our own God self. Now I'm seeking external validation on, is it the right thing? Is it the right decision? Is it going to happen? Should I do this or not? And this is the main reason why people go and seek that information throughout our history, right? Because this is not new. This is something that's been happening for a long time. I think we have an innate curiosity, a desire to know the future, to know what it holds, but also more importantly, we want to know what's going to happen. We want to get the sense of certainty that I'm doing the right thing, that it's the right decision, that it's the right path, that I'm knocking on the right door. We want that reassurance from somebody, from someone, that it's going to happen, that it's going to be okay. And it's especially true when you suffer from insecurity, when you have a lot of self-doubt, when you have a lot of confusion within yourself, when you lack trust in yourself. This is when you're going to seek that reassurance, that validation even more from others. And if it's not a tarot card reader or astrology or any type of things like this, people are going to ask their friends, they're going to ask people on the internet, they're going to ask for anybody for some advice. What do you think I should do? Which is extremely dangerous as well. Because again, you are denying and giving away the responsibility of making your own decision, trusting your own self, being your own person in your life, understanding your own creative power. You give away that responsibility to others, meaning you give away the power to others. And others have no freaking idea what is right for you, like you do, like your own guidance, like your own heart already knows. The challenge is that for a lot of us, it's difficult to connect, to understand, to listen, or to even believe in our own guidance, because our mind is so agitated, because the fears, the doubt is so strong, so loud, that we don't know what is what. Yeah? But wouldn't it be far more powerful in the long term to start to create that trust, to start to understand that there is only one power, and that power is in the creative force in me, whether you want to call that the God self, I am presence, whatever you want to call it, is that I am principle that is creating my reality. And so you got to choose who you're going to serve. Are you going to give all your creative power to somebody else, or to a message, or to an information? Or are you going to choose to really connect to that and to embody that and to create your own reality, make your own decision, go down your own path, make your own way? So the challenge I have with astrology and so on is that you don't know what is the information you're going to receive. And so when they give you negative information or negative suggestion or negative prediction, it can be really impactful. What if they were to tell you, okay, you might get sick this year, right? Or somebody in your life might get into an accident, or your partner is not the right one for you. I'm seeing some problem. Imagine somebody throwing something like this on a table, and you're like, oh my God. And you start to fix on it, and you start to think about it, and you start to create thought and evidence on it. All of a sudden, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. What about all the things on the full moon and the astrology and the, you know, the retrograde and how it's going to fuck up your plans and this is going to happen, it's going to mess up your energy and blah, blah, blah. Now you start to listen to that and you're like, oh my God. And then you start to look and see evidence in your life. Things did not happen the way I wanted it. It must be the retrograde, right? Now the belief, because you focus on it, expands. And what you believe, you experience. So again, now you're making another God outside of you, right? There's the retrograde and the full moon and the tarot card and the crystals and all these things around you have power, instead of believing that power that is in you all along. So you got to choose who you will serve. Are you going to serve all those external forces, or are you going to go inside of yourself, be your own, you know, master, be your own creative power, be your own person, making your own freaking decisions, taking responsibility for your life? And I know that this can be extremely difficult because we're all humans, we all have doubts, we all have confusion, we all have things, right? But I think we can all learn and simply do our best. And that doesn't mean that you don't ask for advice, you don't ask for help, you don't do all these things, right? Because it has a space, it has a place, and everybody should be asking for help when they need it. But ultimately, you have to realize that I have to make the decision, not based on what they say, but based on what feels right deep down in me. And so really the question I want to ask you is, if you've been spending a lot of time, you know, watching tarot cards and spending a lot of time in astrology and all these type of things, what's the point? Really, what is the end game? What is it that you're really trying to get, achieve, receive from it? And how could your energy, your focus, your attention, how could it be better used? Because if you're simply watching this video, you know, for no reason, because you're bored, because you have too much time on your hand, fine, why not, you know, kind of thing. But beware, because those information, those messages will register in your mind. Now, if it's a good suggestion, you take it on and it's beneficial and so on, sure, you know, why not? Maybe some positive brainwashing, but don't give those messages power. Don't give those tools power. Don't make those things into a force in your life that really affect your decision, that really affect the way you think and where you feel like, okay, I gotta make a decision, but let me watch the tarot card first, right? Really start to turn inside. Really start to trust your own God self, your own internal guidance. Connect to your heart. Because when you can start to do that, now you have something in you that can already guide you. You already have that guiding force, that guiding system inside of yourself. And I think that's far better to grow and to develop and to connect with. So let me know what you think down about tarot card, astrology, fortune telling, all these type of things. Let me know what you think, what is your experience with this in the comments, guys. I will see you in my next video. Be well.